From his earliest days in Gary, Indiana, Michael Jackson was never just a singer. He was really a vessel of rhythm, a soul who spoke the language of movement before he could even fully master his words. He would watch James Brown on television, his eyes wide with wonder. The godfather of soul would spin and slide. Michael would try to copy him in the family's small living room. His brothers would laugh, but even then, they could see something special. It wasn't just imitation, it was absorption. He felt the music in his bones, in the very core of his being, and it had to come out. His father, Joe Jackson, pushed the Jackson 5 relentlessly, demanding perfection in their harmonies and their choreography. As Michael grew from a child star into a solo artist, his world expanded beyond the polished routines of Motown. He became fascinated by what was happening on the streets, in the clubs, and on the dance floors of urban America. A new energy was brewing, popping, locking, breaking. Dancers were creating illusions with their bodies, making it look as if they were robots, puppets controlled by an invisible force. It was here, in the heart of this vibrant street culture, that a move known as the backslide was gaining quiet notoriety. The backslide wasn't new. It had roots in tap, mime, jazz, and soul footwork. But the street dancers of the late 70s and early 80s polished it into a slick, otherworldly glide. It was a move that tricked the eye. A dancer would appear to walk forward, yet glide backward. It was mesmerizing, a physical paradox. For Michael, who was always searching for magic, it was an irresistible mystery. He watched, rewound, studied. It was a puzzle he was determined to solve, a whisper of underground magic he wanted to bring to the world. Michael Jackson's quest to master the backslide led him directly to the source. His journey brought him to two dancers deeply respected in the street community, Casper candidate, Cooley Jackson. They had been honing it in dance circles and on shows like Soul Train, the keepers of the secret. They understood subtle weight shifts, precise footwork, the illusion of floating backward. Michael approached them with the humility of a student. He didn't command them, he asked. He invited them to his rehearsal studio to learn privately. Jaron Casper candidate later recalled breaking the move down step by step. It wasn't just sliding your feet, plant the toe to create an anchor, slide the other foot back on the heel, pressure and release. Jeffrey Daniel, of the group Shalimar, had been performing the backslide on stage, and Michael saw it. Daniel coached Michael on nuances, rhythm, flow, attitude, helping him find the right swagger. Michael was a quick study. He practiced relentlessly, adding his own signature elements, the sharp head snap, the precise arm movements, the dramatic pause before the glide. He was taking a piece of street dance culture and preparing to place it on the world's biggest stage. The backslide was about to be reborn as the Moonwalk. The weeks leading up to Motown 25 were filled with an electric sense of anticipation for Michael. He chose BillieJean. This was his moment. In the privacy of his rehearsal room, he worked on the secret over and over until timing and movement were one. He practiced in his black loafers, the floor his canvas, BillieJean on loop, the bass line guiding the glide. He knew exactly which beat to start the glide on, right after the instrumental bridge. He choreographed the moment, the stage, the lights, the camera angles, the audience's gasp. There were nerves. What if it didn't work? What if the audience didn't get it? He refined it until the moonwalk became a single, fluid, impossible motion, as if walking on the moon. On March 25, 1983, at the Pasadena Civic Auditorium, after a medley with his brothers, the stage cleared, leaving Michael alone. The prowling bass line of BillieJean began to play. He grabbed a microphone, threw on his fedora and the single white glove, and transformed. He held the audience in the palm of his hand. Then, as the song hit the instrumental bridge, he changed everything. He stopped, struck a pose, and for 4 breathtaking seconds, he glided backward across the stage. Immediate, explosive reaction, a collective gasp, and then a roar of disbelief and delight. It looked like a camera trick, a special effect, but it was real, live, right in front of them. When the show aired on TV 2 months later, the moment multiplied. Newspapers, magazines, TV. The moonwalk exploded. Kids tried to copy it on kitchen floors and learned how hard it was. It was the water cooler moment of the 80s. The moonwalk became his signature, a gift from the streets, polished on stage, and given to the world. He walked on the moon and took the world with him.